game, Hollywood Square. Our with from Newhart, from Poston. From Knight Rider, Rebecca Holden. From Simon & Simon, Tim Reid. Alison Arngrim. Brogan. And the stars of the match game, Hollywood Square's Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bowman.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. This is a marriage of two of your favorite TV games. Of course, I'll be hosting the match game.
And later on, I'll be handling Hollywood Squares.
Correct. Now, audience, would you join John and me in giving a hearty welcome to our stars with a brisk round of applause? Hello, stars. Hey there. Oh.
Present.
For me?
Listen, you know, in last week's show, Marty Cohen was here, and his wife stopped in a couple of times, and we got to talking one day, and one of her greatest accomplishments is making homemade fudge. She does that, and she very sweetly just brought some in a little while ago. Yes or no?
That is sinful.
Yes, it is sinful.
Absolutely sinful.
They're all passing on it, Maria.
I'll eat hers.
All right.
Fudge.
Fudge. Yes, oh.
Yes.
I knew there was a chocoholic among us. Jim?
I'm not allowed. I'm trying to lose some weight.
You are? You're trying to lose some weight.
Yeah, it's going good. I've lost 150 pounds this week.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you passed.
He gets two.
I said I would eat hers.
Oh, naturally.
You took the candy away.
All right, he's got two pieces there. Are you ready for something?
Thank you.
You pass?
I can't eat chocolate.
You can't eat chocolate? Really?
Makes me high. It's a narcotic.
Oh, it is.
I'll have some, sure.
You.
Yeah. Let's have lunch next week.
All right, now, let's all say hello to Trudy Rue and Lisa Gray.
Hello.
Okay. Thank you, Maria Cohen. We're going to get acquainted with you, Trudy. Please tell us the story of your life.
Well-
I'm sorry, time's up. Thank you very much. Only kidding, Trudy. Go right ahead.
Well, I live in Sunnymead.
Yes.
I've been married for about 5 years now, and I work for the telephone company. And my only hobby right now is my brand new house.
Your brand new house?
Yes.
Did you design it and put it together?
No. Well, it's brand new, and so it's a lot of work.
Well, that's a very exciting prospect for you, Trudy. Okay, Lisa, tell us about you, please.
Well, I'm from the beautiful city of Rancho Cucamonga. I'm a student at Azusa Pacific University, and I study business administration.
All right. Good luck to both of you. Shall we begin?
Sure.
All right. Here's a story. You'll each have 3 opportunities to match as many of our distinguished celebrities as you possibly can. We'll play 3 rounds. The one who's done that most often will be the winner and go on to challenge our returning champion on Hollywood Squares, where you can win up to $30,000. Here we go with round 1. Trudy, you won the toss, so you make the selection, A or B.
B.
All right. Now, the employment counselor said, quote, "Sally, I've never seen anyone who moves as slowly as you do. I've got the perfect job for you. It's at the blank." I've got the perfect job for you because you move slowly. Job is at the blank. You understand?
Yes, I do.
You do understand.
There's so many answers.
Have you gained any weight since we talked last?
I'm sweating it off.
Great fudge. Great
Isn't
fudge.
it wonderful?
I'm so
Great taste. Here we go, Trudy. The employment counselor said, "Sally, I've never seen anyone who moves as slowly as you do. I've got the perfect job for you. It's at the
Races.
It's at the races. She moves slowly. Uh-huh. Well, Trudy, it's been wonderful meeting you. I'm only kidding.
Give her the fudge. Send her out.
A little more fudge for Trudy. Raise her blood sugar. Get her functioning here. Tim?
Well, I think that's bad.
You got a worse one, huh?
Well, I figured she was fired, so I put her at the front of the line.
I've got the perfect
Wasn't
job
that
for you.
bad,
It's
was
at the front of the line. Yes, it's pretty bad. A little boo for Tim. Make him feel at home there.
Boo hiss.
Okay, cut. That's it. Allison?
I'm getting the fudge off my fingers here.
Yes.
That's good.
It's
She
good
moves
stuff.
really slow, huh?
Really slowly.
Slow enough to work at the morgue?
At the morgue. Yeah, that's right.
Hey.
I think that's a good one. Jim, what did you come up with?
Well, I went one step beyond Alison. She moves so slow, yes. I thought she'd be a grave marker in a graveyard.
A grave marker in a graveyard. That's completely immobile.
Well, my answer wasn't so bad.
No. Actually, I guess this is turning out to be kind of a difficult one. John, did you find it difficult?
Not easy.
Not easy. Move slowly. I've got the perfect job for you. It's at the...
Well, you know, the only thing I could think of was the expression slow as molasses, so I said the molasses factory.
The molasses factory.
If there is such a thing.
Sure.
Probably
That's the
grows on
dumbest
trees.
thing I've ever heard.
Dumbest. Yes.
Molasses factory? That doesn't make sense.
Tell him, Ernie. All right.
Maybe
Silly.
it's not the dumbest.
Oh, you... It's...
Now
New
we
contender.
You want to talk dumb?
However-
Here we come.
I thought it was a pretty good answer.
What, molasses?
No, mine.
Oh, yours. May we see it?
The turtle farm.
The turtle farm.
Slow.
Right, see?
That's good.
That's intelligent. That's the turtle.
Very good, Rebecca.
Brilliant.
Right.
Good math.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was once trampled by a herd of turtles. Ooh.
Tom, have you got one for us?
Well, I certainly am not going to be as dumb as John. The molasses factory.
Molasses factory. That was a hard one, wasn't it? All right, Lisa, we've got one of equal difficulty for you.
Who?
Hey, they're coming out with Jaws 4. Did you hear about this?
No.
It's starring the biggest mouth in town. The shark is played by blank. Jaws 4. Starring the biggest mouth in town. About ready? Here we go. They're coming out with Jaws 4, Lisa, starring the biggest mouth in town. The shark is played by...
I'm going to say Howard Cosell.
You're going to say Howard Cosell. They like that. They like that. All right, what do you say, Tim?
Well, I was going to say Bowser, because I remember when he was on the show and he used to open his mouth real wide. There it is. That's the guy. You could dribble a basketball in
Better
his
to
mouth.
put in the fudge, my dear.
As soon as Rebecca didn't put her card in, I quickly grabbed another card and I started writing and I put Howard Co. I didn't finish it.
All right. He changed his mind. Okay. Alison?
I stuck to one thing. You betcha, Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell. May I ask, excuse me, what is that? May I ask a personal question? What is that?
It's a necklace, Gene.
It looks like it's in a fishnet.
Well, in a manner of speaking, actually, I believe this is used in hospitals to replace certain parts of the body.
I don't want to go into that any further. Thank you very much.
But it makes a great necklace.
It's beautiful. Yeah. I hesitate to ask what's inside. All right, Jim.
This is what we call a tie.
That's a tie. Yeah.
It's a new thing. Some of the kids are wearing it, you know. I also have Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell. Another match. 3 for Lisa. Jaws 4, starring the biggest mouth in town. The shark is played by...
Howard Cosell.
4 for Lisa. Hello, Rebecca.
Hello. I said Howard Cosell the last show. I was the only one who got it right. And now I said John Bowman.
Ah. John?
Oh, knock it. It's a mention.
Right. Gives you a little camera time. Why not?
I just made sure she spelled it correctly, you see.
Tom?
I spelled it perfectly. Our co-host.
Okay.
Good.
So there we are at the end of round 1, 4-0 in favor of Lisa. Round 2 coming up in a minute or so after this. All right, here we go with round 2.
I'm glad I didn't.
4-0 in Lisa's favor. And Lisa, since you're ahead, you must go first. A or B?
B, please.
Yes, ma'am. B. Weird Willie. He just created the world's weirdest balloon. He took a reverse cycle vacuum cleaner and he used it to blow up his blank. Created a balloon.
Huh?
Just created the world's weirdest balloon. He took a reverse cycle vacuum cleaner and he used it to blow up his blank. All right. Lisa, Weird Willie just created the world's weirdest balloon. He took a reverse cycle vacuum cleaner and he used it to blow up his...
Head.
You couldn't think of anything, so you said head. Is that the only thing that came to your mind?
Yeah.
All right. What do you say, Rebecca? You don't like your
Can't
answer?
be much worse than head, Rebecca.
You couldn't get much worse than that. I don't know. He blew up his mother.
His mother.
That's a little worse.
That would be floating around. Hi, Mom. How is it up? A little cooler up there, huh? What do you say, Tom?
I said the same thing. He blew up his sister.
Sister.
Sorry about his head.
Mother and a sister, cat, dog, any of those things. Now, Trudy, it gives you a chance to catch up.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Ugly Edna's wedding?
No. Oh, yeah.
How ugly was it?
I'm not going to tell you about it. No, I will tell you about it. Here it is. When Ugly Edna removed her veil, the minister blanked. All right. Everybody plays, so we come to Trudy. About Ugly Edna's wedding. When Ugly Edna removed her veil, the minister blanked, Trudy.
Fainted.
Fainted. All right. So, how ugly was she, Tim?
Oh, it was a two-bagger. One where you put a bag over her head in case yours comes on. Never mind.
Right.
That's a real good answer. However, I didn't have it.
The minister cried. Took the veil off, and the minister cried.
I don't see what's so bad about that answer. Well,
That's not a
he
bad
was
answer.
crying so hard he screamed.
He screamed. Took the veil off and he screamed. Those are all good responses so far. Jim?
Well, I thought maybe if he were an ugly guy, he might have proposed. But, saw himself.
Right.
But I put down fainted.
Fainted. That's a yayable answer. John? When
Yes,
Ugly
Gene.
Edna removed her veil, the minister
I
blanked.
think a good answer to this would have been converted. But I didn't say that. I sort of took it to the max and I said, threw up.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yuck. A yucky answer. Rebecca?
Now, wait a minute. I don't think that was such a bad answer.
No, it's a good
Just
answer.
disgusting.
Just revoltingly.
Perfectly good answers.
Certainly not one you would ever.
Threw up. That's two of those so far. 4-1, the score remains. Tom?
Do you know that she's actually prettier than John?
Yes, but I have a bigger mouth.
I said fainted because
Fainted. All right. So there we are. So you're beginning to catch up a little. 4-2 here. Lisa's still ahead. Round 3, the final round, right after this. Here we go. Third and final round coming up here. There it is. A and B. Lisa, you're still ahead. You must go first.
Ronnie Gray.
I'll try A this time.
You will?
Yeah.
A. Let me see what A says. Oh.
Oh, we matched. Do we play?
You play.
Okay.
John doesn't play, and the upper tier doesn't play. Just Rebecca and Tom. Sad news here, dear friends.
Yes.
Bernie the trash collector passed away.
I've got to send a note.
Yeah. Instead of a coffin, they buried him in a blank. All right, Tom's just about ready. He's going to put it in the slot. It will come to you, Lisa. Sad news. Bernie the trash collector passed away. Instead of a coffin, they buried him in a blank.
Trash can.
In a trash can. Or as they say in that foreign country, a dust bin. What did you say, Rebecca?
All right, we're going to ace this one. Garbage can.
Garbage can. There's another one for Lisa. What do you have to contribute, Tom?
I didn't get that. I got a knack raggy aberration dogs.
Garbage can, of course.
Poor Bernie.
Now,
Send the fudge to his
Trudy,
mouth.
Lisa has 6. That means the best you could do is achieve a tie, and you must do that by matching every celebrity. Let's see if it happens. Remember yesterday, it did happen with another player.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Hey, did you hear that Sarah Purcell had a real wedding on real people?
Yeah.
Yeah. The next episode was even more amazing because Sarah also had a real blank. Real wedding on real people. Next episode, a real blank. Here we go, Trudy. Sarah Purcell had a real wedding on real people. Did you hear about that? Well, the next episode was even more amazing because Sarah also had a real...
Baby.
A real baby. Okay. You have a frown on your face, Tim.
That was very good. That was a very good. However...
If she doesn't match you, the game is over.
Don't do it quite. We'll go to someone else.
All right, Alison, you want to go first?
What, he's chickening out?
Yeah. No, he's got...
Come on.
He's got to go
a real kiss.
A real kiss. So that means Lisa Gray wins the game. Come on down, Lisa. Right over here, if you would, please. Congratulations to you. You're going to be going on to play for the big money in Hollywood Squares. We're going to say goodbye to Trudy Rue. It was a pleasure to meet you. We're going to send some gifts along to you, Trudy. Thank you for being on the match game.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Okay. Now it's time to switch to Hollywood Squares, Lisa. We're going to bring out 3 more celebrities here. And here comes the rest of our set. Isn't that a dramatic moment? There it is.
We're docking.
I'm going to change places with the host of Hollywood Squares, John Bauman. Lots more excitement coming up here, friends. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Quasar's microwave oven. Computes cooking times and power settings automatically in the Instamatic oven. Also defrost by time or weight, furnished by Quasar. And now it's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Square. Our bid from Mr. Smith, Leonard Frey. From We've Got It Made, Matt McCoy. Lois Bromfield. And taking over, the star of the Hollywood Square, John Bauman.
And me and my big mouth and our 9 celebrities will be right back. You be back.
Now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
Welcome to the second half of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. And I have with me Lisa Gray, who has just managed her way through the match game competition. I also have with me 3 brand new celebrities, Leonard, Lois, and Matt. Lois, behave.
I know.
Leonard, sir, we've come to the end of a glorious week with you lovely people, but I think I really have to put you on the spot right now, Leonard, and ask you if it's more fun working with us or with the monkey.
Well, it's a whole other thing. I love this. I love this. I've watched this show at home. I never thought I'd be on it, and I'm on it. So that's better than Mr. Smith, for now. But then I have to go back to him tomorrow.
Thank you. He couldn't understand what you said anyway.
This is a recorded announcement.
Okay, here we go. Lisa, you ready to play Hollywood Squares? Let's get into action.
Yay, Lisa.
And to my right, we have Bill Carroll. He is returning with $26,050. Not too bad, Bill.
Well, that's great.
Are you having a good time on Hollywood Squares?
I'm a real happy guy.
I suppose. Okay, well, let's play, and you could possibly win some more money. We're going to play Hollywood Squares until you hear the time's up bell. Whoever is ahead at that point is our winner. Goes on to play Super Match for up to $30,000. Our first game is worth $100 plus $25 for every square that either of you captures. Our champion always has the privilege of starting. That's you, Bill, for the 5th day in a row. Pick a square.
Tim Reid.
Tim, you've had a vasectomy.
Well, there goes the show.
Whoa. Another one?
I got dual exhaust here.
Right. You've had a vasectomy. According to Muscle and Fitness magazine, Tim, how does it affect your ability to build up muscles? Does it make them harder to build, easier to build, or does it not affect them at all?
Muscle guy wants to know this, right?
Yeah. Muscle and Fitness magazine.
I would say it makes them easier to build.
Okay, so Bill, he says that a vasectomy makes muscles easier to build. Agree or disagree?
I'll disagree.
It does not affect them at all. You're right to disagree, and you get the first square and $25. You're on the board.
So tell him to fix it back.
Okay, Lisa, pick a star for me.
Gene Rayburn, please.
Gene.
Yes.
Which is more likely to make you sneeze, thunder or bright sunlight?
Or a vasectomy.
Right. You can't sneeze when you've had a vasectomy, at least for the first week, anyway. But how would I know?
How would you know?
Thunder or bright sunlight? I believe the thunder, the vibrations, the sound which travels at 1,090 feet per second would reach your olfactory system and stimulate it in such a way that you go, That's my answer.
Was that a sneeze, Gene?
Yes.
Okay, Lisa, he says that thunder is more likely to make you sneeze. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Bright sunlight is more likely to make you sneeze. You're right to disagree, and you get the square. Yes. The reason is for you science buffs, the eye nerves are closely connected to the nose nerves. And we will be right back to finish this game after these messages. The eye nerves connected to the nose nerve. The nose nerve connected.
Stay tuned for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. Now, back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
And welcome back, everybody. 25 for Bill, 25 for Lisa. Bill, it's your turn. Pick a star.
Alison Arngrim.
Oh, boy, would you like some fudge?
Yes.
Oh, no,
Alison.
Before you ask me anything, can I get everyone to do this now?
Yeah.
Depends on what it is.
I don't know.
Okay, because it's my dad's birthday.
Oh.
And I told you all his name, right? Got that? So
Hey,
1,
Fred.
2, 3.
Happy
birthday,
Thor!
Right, very good. I call it the Happy Birthday Dad card. There, okay.
Where's my $20?
All right, go on.
Who's your dad Thor at?
Everybody, what?
Alison.
Yes.
You're a member of an average New York City family. Do you watch more or less television than the average family in Tokyo?
In Tokyo?
That's what I said.
So who watches more, New York or Tokyo? Ooh, I bet they watch a lot of TV in Tokyo. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, you watch less television in New York than you do in Tokyo.
Okay, so
On
the
the
average New York City family watches less television than the average family in Tokyo.
Right.
Agree or disagree, Bill?
I'll agree.
Yes, it is. Less television in New York. You are right to agree, and you get the square and $25. Okay, Lisa, look at the board. Make your move.
Jim to block.
Okay.
If you miss this one, Bill will take the first game. Jim.
Yes.
Who is likely to have a more varied sex life? A beautiful woman or an ugly woman?
Is this in Tokyo? No, you mean more people are watching this in Japan than in New York? That's unbelievable. And also not funny. The question again, beautiful woman or... I need the whole question. I heard beautiful woman, and I stopped thinking.
Okay. Well, it's who's likely to have a more varied sex life?
Right.
It's a beautiful woman or an ugly woman?
Aha. Now, I've dated beautiful women. Well, one beautiful woman. But we went out twice, so I count that as two. And I tricked her the second time. And I've gone out with ugly women, been fixed up mostly. And I'm not having any luck with either. So I think unattractive women,
Take your
they're
time,
desperate,
Jim.
you know. And do we have time left in the show? Yeah. No, I think
Not much.
unattractive women. Have a more varied sex life.
So an ugly woman has a more varied sex life,
I
according
prefer to
to...
think of them as unattractive.
Yes, I realize that, but it says ugly
I'm
here.
with them, you know.
Okay, Lisa, he says an ugly woman has a more varied sex life. Agree or disagree?
I'm going to disagree.
A beautiful woman has a more varied sex life. You're right to disagree, and you get the square, and you block.
Everyone's
Right here.
in between.
Okay, Bill, she thwarted you in that corner. Pick a star for me.
Rebecca Holden.
All right.
Rebecca.
Yes, sir.
A beautiful woman.
With a varied sex life, probably. According to the last question. According to the book Sex and the Married Woman, speaking of this subject, what does the average married woman enjoy doing most to arouse her husband? You got some choices. Don't panic.
Good. Right in the gutter. I was hoping this was multiple choice. I didn't.
Yes, it is. What does the average married woman enjoy doing most to arouse her husband? Putting on sexy clothes or flirting with other men?
Ooh.
Oh.
How about get up, you lazy bum?
I read Cosmopolitan magazine. I should know the answer to this question. Tell me the choices again.
Putting on sexy clothes or flirting with other men.
To arouse her own husband.
No? I guess this question was more complicated than I thought. Yeah, it's to arouse her own husband. You're right.
Putting on sexy clothes.
Okay, she says that it's putting on sexy clothes to arouse her husband. Agree or disagree, Bill?
I'll disagree.
It is putting on sexy clothes. No, you should have agreed. Your opponent gets that square.
Read Cosmo.
Okay, Lisa, you have kind of turned the tables. Pick a star for me.
Tom to win.
Uh-huh. Tom Poston.
Yes. I'm sorry, the Thanksgiving. Sorry. Big dinner. Big dinner.
You're an antique, Tom.
Here, here. Who doesn't know that?
According to U.S. government standards, how old must you be?
Over 100 years.
Okay. Lisa, Tom says that you have to be 100 years old to qualify as an antique. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
It is 100 years old. No, you should have agreed, and your opponent gets that square and blocks you. Okay, Bill Carroll, you're back in it. Pick a star for me.
Leonard Frey to win.
Right.
Yay.
Leonard Frey to win. Leonard. My own fantasy, my name gets bigger and bigger. What can I do? Please.
Leonard, you've just bought an unplucked turkey from your butcher.
I beg your pardon? Enunciate?
You've just stolen an unplucked turkey from your butcher.
You've just bought an unplucked turkey from your butcher.
Yes.
According to the joy of cooking, should you pluck the bird cold or pluck it when it's hot?
Ooh.
Is this an ugly turkey or a beautiful turkey?
I think the bird would be lucky to be plucked in any weather.
Does the turkey flirt with other men?
Has a turkey had a vasectomy?
Now that we've reviewed today's entire show, we'd like to move on to the answer to this question. Leonard, should you pluck the bird cold or pluck it when it's hot?
You should pluck it when it's hot.
Oh. Okay, Bill, for the game, he says you should pluck it when it's hot. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
You should pluck it when it's cold.
Oh.
You should have disagreed. Okay, your opponent gets the square and blocks you there. All right, Lisa, make your move.
What should you do to it when it's hot? It doesn't say.
No.
Cook it when it's hot. Right? Eat it.
Sell it to your friends, Tom.
Sell it to your dumb friends that buy anything.
Lisa, pick a star for me. Quick.
Matt.
Okay, Matt. Now, I should point out, Lisa, that you have 4 circles on the board. That means, according to our rules, that should you get this question correct, you will take the game on the basis of having 5 circles.
A lot of pressure.
Matt, in this year's Good Housekeeping Most Admired Women poll, Mother Teresa of Calcutta finished first. Who came in second? Nancy Reagan, Princess Diana, or Katharine Hepburn?
I know this. Lisa, I know this. I know this question. I heard it on the radio. I'm not kidding you. Nancy Reagan.
Okay, Lisa, he says it was Nancy Reagan. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree, Matt.
It was Princess Diana. No, you should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square. Okay, we'll be back to complete this exciting game right after these messages. Come back with us. 100 for Lisa, and a flat-footed tie on the board, 4 X's and 4 O's. What that means is that whoever takes the next square will win the game by having 5 of their respective symbol. Okay, Bill, it's your choice. Pick a star.
Lois Bromfield to
It's
win.
a formality.
Fine.
Lois,
Yeah.
you're a teenage girl. Are you going to thank me?
Fine. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're a teenage girl and you've just broken up with your boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
According to Teenage Magazine, should you find another boyfriend right away or should you wait a while?
A while. I think that you should, you're a teenage girl, let's see. I think you should find one immediately.
Okay.
Like maybe a minute after that. Just turn around and just walk to the next fellow and say, "Want to go out?" Immediately.
Okay, Bill. She says that you should find another boyfriend right away. For the game, agree or disagree?
I'll disagree.
You should wait a while. You were right to disagree. You get the square and you win the game. Wow. And we have a full board. Okay. Well done, Bill. You have $225 so far, $100 for you. Lisa, let's clear the board and move right on to our next game. Sit down, sit down, sit down. We're moving on. This next game is worth $200 and $25 for every square that you capture. The last game was won by Bill. That means that Lisa gets to pick the first square.
Those maps are great.
Pick somebody who's still up there, okay?
I'll try Matt again.
Lisa, thank you. Thank you.
Big chance.
My God.
Matt McCoy.
Yes.
In a Red Book magazine study, did more husbands say that since their honeymoon, sex with their wife has gotten worse, stayed the same, or gotten better?
Okay, I know this.
Heard it on the radio?
I heard it on the radio. No, I didn't. I didn't hear this on. My brother recently got married, and I sat down. I said, "Danny," he said, "Matt." We sat down and talked about this, and he said it's gotten better.
Okay, so Lisa, Matt says that sex has gotten better since most honeymoons. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Yes, it has gotten better, and you get the first square and $25. Okay, Bill, pick a star for me.
Alison Arngrim.
Alison.
Yes.
Who is more likely to need false teeth, a man or a woman?
Okay, let's see. Who is more likely to actually need false teeth? Who loses them quicker? Right. A man or a woman? I'm going to go with a woman, actually, because I just don't know. I know more women with false teeth. Don't ask me how I know this.
Want me to hold your teeth for you?
Okay, Bill?
Me too.
She says that a woman's more likely to need false teeth.
I will.
Agree or disagree, Bill?
I'll agree.
Yes, it is a woman who's more likely to need false teeth, and you get the square. All right, we got an X and an O. Lisa, pick a star for me.
Tom, please.
Yes,
Tom
Lisa.
Poston.
I would never betray you like some people.
Tom, you're a full-grown American man.
Yep.
Nancy Reagan.
Hey, this beats being an antique. According to studies reported in Mademoiselle magazine, on average, how many times did you cry last month?
On average, I'm a full-grown man, none.
Okay. Lisa, he says on average you didn't cry at all last month. Agree or disagree?
Can I take that back?
No. Yeah.
Can I take it back?
Yes, you can.
You know why? Because I actually saw a motion picture called His Best Girl with Buddy Rogers and America's Sweetheart Mary Pickford, made in 1927, and I laughed and cried. So once.
Okay, Lisa, he says the average American, full-grown American man will cry once in a month. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
He will cry once in a month. No, you should have agreed, and your opponent gets the square. Yes, once it was.
I'm sorry.
Great,
darling
Tom, great.
face. I did
Tom's about to cry.
cried, so it was beautiful.
He's about to cry for his time this month. Okay, Bill, pick a star for me.
Leonard Frey to win.
Right.
Leonard Frey.
What a setup. Leonard.
Sir.
You have a shy dog who is afraid of visitors. According to pet expert Dr. Michael Fox, will your dog be more at ease if your guests stand up or squat?
My guests will probably squat in any event.
We were just talking about this, Leonard.
I'm just trying to think, you know, my dog Casey, which I had for 16 years, was very nervous, and for the first 3 years that we had him, he would go behind the couch and tinkle whenever anybody came in the house.
Well, I do that.
Would he feel better if they stand or squat?
Right. More at ease.
More at ease? How do you know when a dog feels at ease? Well, I'm sorry. I mean, I can't go with squat. It doesn't make sense to me. I'll have to say if they just sort of hang out and stand and look squarely in the eye, the dog might just feel better about the whole thing.
Okay, Bill, he says that your dog will be more at ease if your guests stand up. For the game, do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Your dog will be more at ease if your guests squat. Yes, you should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square and blocks. And that bell means the time is up with $275 for the 5th day in a row. Bill, you're our champ. Did it again. Congratulations. You know what to do by this time.
Yeah.
Go over there, stand with Gene Rayburn, get set for your shot at the big money. It was a pretty close match, Lisa. You wound up with $150. Just time thwarted you in the end. You've been a great contestant. You're lovely. Thank you for playing Match Game Hollywood Squares.
Thank you.
And now, Gene Rayburn.
John, here we are for the 5th time with Bill. We'll tell you more about that. We'll be back with our 9 celebrities and a go at the big money right after these messages.
And now, the Super Match with Gene Rayburn.
Thank you. Here we go. Now, I must point out to you, this is Bill's 5th time up here, and according to the rules, Bill, it will be your last time.
Aww.
Yes, but let's see if you can come out with a big finish here in this big money super match. You could win up to $30,000. Good luck to you. Here we go. We polled a recent studio audience, and we said, write down your best answer to this. Don't cry, blank. Now, remember the top answer is worth $1,000, the second one is worth $500, and the third one worth $250. Again, you may enlist the aid of any 3 of our 9 celebrities to give you suggestions. Whom do you want to call on first?
Rebecca Holden.
Don't cry out loud.
Don't
Song. Don't cry out loud.
Don't cry out loud. All right.
Tim Reid.
Don't cry wolf.
Don't cry wolf.
Jim Brogan.
Don't cry alone.
Don't cry alone.
Call me, I'll cry with you, you know.
I tell you, these are probably the 3 of the worst answers we've ever had here. No, I'm only kidding.
Alone?
So out loud, wolf, and alone are the 3 they've given you. Now you have the option of choosing one of those or coming up with one of your own, Bill.
I'm going to go with out loud.
Don't cry out loud. All right, that's Rebecca's answer. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. We'll begin at the bottom and reveal the $250 response. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Okay.
I love you and I never knew, but every time I've been away.
Okay. Thank you, Leonard, very much. Send us a resume and a photo. The next one, the $500 response reads, don't cry out loud. You've got it.
That's it.
All right, stars, what's up on top?
Daddy. Daddy.
Don't cry, Daddy.
Don't cry, baby.
Don't cry in my parade.
Don't
Elvis
cry, baby.
Presley song, Don't Cry.
Let's see the big one.
Just show us.
Don't cry, baby. You were right, Alison. Baby. Don't cry, baby.
Same
All right,
thing.
now you've got $500. You're going to play the head-to-head match with any star you pick.
Don't cry, boy.
Remember that each star has a number in front of them, a 10, a 20, a 30, and we'll multiply whatever number is revealed by that multiple. So, and one star has a 30. If you pick that star, you'll play for 30 times $500. Time now to make your pick.
I think I'll go with Rebecca Holden.
All right, Rebecca,
Yeah.
he wants to see your hidden number. Would you take that tab and pull it up now? It's a 10. All right? That means you're playing the head-to-head for 10 times $500 or $5,000. And if you get it, it'll put you over the $30,000 mark. Good luck to you. Rebecca, you're going to write your answer to this. Here it is. Bed blank. B-E-D blank. Bed blank.
You haven't hit one yet. That's it.
You ready, Rebecca?
Yeah.
Want to push it in a little further there? Just. Okay. Well, I guess the light won't go on.
Work.
She is finished. There we go. All right. John Bauman, the fixer. All right. Rebecca's ready. Now, how do you match her? By filling in this blank to collect that $5,000.
Bedroom.
Bedroom. All right. That was one of the choices that went through my mind. Rebecca, he says bedroom will match her for $5,000. What is your response?
Oh, dear. I am so upset. I said bedtime.
Bedtime. Bedtime. Well, listen, your trip here for 5 days has not been a total loss, Bill. You have a total of $26,825. Congratulations to you. That's wonderful. Now, stick around here for a moment. Got some more things to say to you. We'll be back right after these messages. All right, here we go now. We all are curious to see which celebrity had the big 3-0. So would you take those tabs? John, would you step over there? Let's pull them all together. Ready, set, go.
Reveal.
Who had it? Leonard Frey. Oh, Leonard Frey, you had it. All right. Listen, while I have your attention, I just want to say a word of thanks to each and every one of you. John joins me in thanking you. You're all wonderful, weren't they, John?
The best.
The very best. Thank you all. That ends today's session of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. We'll be back on Monday with our...
Well, we won't be back with him, no.
No, we won't be back
with
with
him.
him.
2 new contestants.
Don't cry for him, Argentina. I'll be here for the Match Game.
And I will be here for the Hollywood Squares.
So long for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
A member of our studio audience will receive Hitachi's 13-inch diagonal table model color TV, 100% solid state, low power consumption, special signal tracker system, memory fine tuning, 70 position, UHF tuner furnished by Hitachi. This is Gene Wood speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. A Mark Goodson television production.